it took the greatest pyramid in the world 1,000 years to build. And it looked like a hill, so much so that the conquistadors, the conquerors of Mexico, actually built a church over it. This is it. It's recognized as the largest pyramid in volume with 4,500,000 cubic meters. Experts say it took about 1,000 years to build. So far, it seems to be the largest monument ever built in the world among all the ancient civilizations. The Great Pyramid, this pyramid of Cholula in Tlachtepetl in Nahuatl, which means handmade hill, is the largest pyramidal edifice in the world with 450 meters per side and a height of 66 meters. In fact, it's not a pyramid at all, but a monument stacked over another. There's a pyramid underneath the pyramid, consisting of at least 6 buildings. According to archaeologists, it's gradually increased as successive civilizations improved what they had already built. Cholula's Great Pyramid is equivalent to 9 Olympic pools. However, it has an impressive record. It's the largest pyramid on Earth, based on 4 times the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt, and almost twice as intense. It is so far the largest monument ever built in the world among the ancient cultures. Interestingly, it's also officially recognized as the largest pyramid in volume with 4.5 million cubic meters, but it's not the highest. While experts are unsure when exactly the construction of the pyramid began, archaeologists believe it was around 300 BC or at the beginning of the Christian era. It's estimated that it took 500 to 1,000 years for the pyramid to be completed. According to legend, when the locals heard that the Spanish conquerors were approaching, the locals covered the sanctuary with soil, and it looked like a hill to the conquerors. An extremely rare image of Cholula pyramid covered with vegetation and a small church built by the Spanish conquerors under Cortes. They did not know what was hidden underneath. And looking at this hill, we wonder how many other hills have pyramids under them. We know that the Bosnia Pyramid of the Sun, if you see the video before this one, that looked like a hill, but in fact, because of the angles of the hill, it was a pyramid. We have many such pyramids, even in North America, even in Greece, all through Europe. But we're talking about this one now. And we have pyramids like this even in China, all over the world. Now, when Cortes and his men arrived in Cholula in Mexico in October 1519, about 1,800 years after the pyramid was built, about 3,000 people were slaughtered in 1 hour, 10% of the city's total population, and many of the structures were destroyed. When Cortes and his men arrived in Mexico, the monument was already there and was completely covered with vegetation. They never touched the pyramid because they never found it. Of course, how could they know there was a pyramid under the hill? Interestingly, the first site excavations revealed a number of frightening findings, including deformed skulls of decapitated children, and despite their size, little is known about the original history of the pyramid, which remains a mystery, as according to legend, the Great Pyramid of Cholula was built by the giants that occupied that area in ancient times. This I've translated for you from a Greek article, Diadrastika. Please leave your comments. I think this is fascinating. If you'd like to join me on my Patreon account, you will hear content not covered by mainstream media. These riveting stories will be based on my research, and I will state my opinions and give my personal insight on diverse and controversial subjects and world events not covered by mainstream media, and not supported by YouTube guidelines. So whatever I have on my Patreon, most of those will not be on my YouTube channel. Please consider becoming a member today. More of the most significant and important videos will be on my Patreon channel. Your support helps me to continue my research and keeps this YouTube channel alive. and we depend on your support, your generous charity, because we help economically challenged families here in Athens, Greece, in Kapota, and we also help the young generation with university tuition and the community around our church. Thank you.